This video's made for adult collectors because bro is weak in the knees.
Something's gone wrong.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me. But let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff.
So, Commander class started... Well, it started back in Dark of the Moon / Prime, but it was something completely different because it was this. Transformers Dark of the Moon / Prime Cyberverse Commander class toys. Yeah, naming. But now it's this. Commander class is a price point between Leader and Titan, basically for bigger or bigger budget demanding toys. And it started pretty fitting with Jetfire, a character that sort of commands a presence. Get it? I'm so funny. This is Siege Jetfire, the reissue one, so it does this. More on that later. I really like this. I've been messing with this the last few days once picking up the reissue, and it's really been messing with my head because, like, it's the first Commander, and I also have the most recent Commander on my desk at all times with me, and, like, you can really see how it's improved and changed. The bigger a toy gets, the harder some things become to engineer, and Jetfire here has some weird oddities because he's such a big toy. But not like super big like a Titan, and boy do I have too many Titans. Probably should put some of them to work and just live here rent free. Maybe give one of them my chair and then they can edit for me. I've been working for the past few years on this crummy chair. It doesn't work, it's not comfortable, it's just pain. Then FlexiSpot reached out and offered not only to send the C7 chair, but also the E7 Pro desk. The C7 chair has some epic functions such as a backrest with a full 90 degrees of lockable range, an adjustable headrest for my long ass neck, and a lumbar support that can serve whatever back you have. Straight, crooked, Metroplex, you name it. It also comes with a choice of mesh or fabric bottoms. I chose fabric, but the back is all DuPont elastomer and velvet yarn mesh. I nailed it. And the base of the seat has adjustable lean to help reduce leg pressure and is pretty deep. There are also adjustable armrests to fit any arm position, height, even waist width, which that part's cool. The desk is also really neat because it can go up and down, is programmable, and can hold up to 440 pounds and comes with a 15-year warranty. Both were super easy to put together, and now my entire work time has become a lot more comfortable, so you can check them out, link in the description below. And if you use code C750, you can save $50 off the chair with a 30-day return policy and a 10-year warranty. So thank you very much, FlexiSpot, for sending this my way. Now back to the actual toy. But I really enjoy this thing. I know to my friends I've been talking about both the pros and the cons, but like I do enjoy this. It's making me want to sell my Masterpiece one because I really like the Masterpiece, but this one is more inviting to mess with and I want to transform it more than the MP, and that one just doesn't really have a place for me anymore. So Comic Alley Toys, get ready for a Masterpiece Jetfire. Jetfire is big. He's the biggest commander. I think Minosaur has more mass, but like I think this guy's taller. I dig the way it looks. All the details going throughout this dude with the lines, they're deep enough that all those details cast shadows and pop on that white plastic, especially on the palm. The little bits of red also really help break up that white. He doesn't look too plain. The hips though they're my biggest issue. He has a lot of play in the hip ratchets, and when I put him down, he leans back at the hips. Like most of his mass is up here and at his back, and these ratchets don't feel as strong as I would like them to be. He hasn't fallen down a lot because of it, but he does lean a lot, and it is a bit annoying. There are a couple of weird tabbing issues too, like in the shoulders. They like to just come off all the time when you're trying to pose it, and then the hands also like to just come out, but those are like my only real build quality issues with this thing. He poses very well even without a waist joint, just due to the way he transforms. Head sculpt is also nice. Like it looks like it's the slightly pissed off face that he had in the show, which I think is cool. The Autobot symbol can also swap to be a Decepticon logo if you want. That's neat. And some of the dropship handles are deployable in this mode, so you can have figures hanging off his crotch if you want. He comes with a lot of stuff, like a lot. You can deck him out in all the armor and stuff to make him look buff, and now he's even more top heavy, though he does look very sweet. And his posing is not limited by any of the armor or gear whatsoever. Alright, Jetfire, I always forget to fold these in. Jetfire articulation. It's standard, so you got your head can swivel, you can look up that far, you can't really look down at all. The shoulders, they can rotate. They can do a full 360, but the wings do get in the way. However, if you want the look of the wings down, you can do that, right? And then you can get the shoulders to go all the way back that far. So that's nice. You have bicep rotation. Double jointed elbow that bends about that far. The elbows are also located in a weird spot. It's just because of how they compress in alt mode. You have a wrist joint. You also have open and closing hands, and this does not peg in very well. Nothing at the waist, and again, this shoulder likes to come undone quite a lot. The hips, they can go forward, they can go back, and like that's a lot of play between clicks. The hip skirt can move out of the way, they can go out. I really wish this was ratcheted, because mine, they aren't loose, but like, they're not the tightest in the world, so every once in a while he'll just do this, which is a little annoying. You have thigh rotation, 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and ankle tilt, and the toes and heel move, but like, you can't really use them for much, so you got ankle tilt. So, you know, pretty standard, pretty cool. I like it. It does what it needs to do. I just wish this shoulder pegged in better, and it didn't have this problem. So yeah, I like this robot. I have my gripes with it, but it is still neat. But the main reason I want to keep this more than the masterpiece, well, let's just get into that. All right, let's get into the most fun thing about this, which is actually transforming it. I really enjoy flipping this back and forth. So to start with, you notice how he leaned back there? I think I'm gonna start with the arms. I'm gonna start here. So we're going to open up the hands, flip out these handles, and then fold the hands in, and then just compress the elbow into the arm. It has to be straight, not at a slight angle. There we go, now it's straight. So you just compress that into itself, and that's the arms pretty much prepped and ready to go. Now we are going to open up the chest. We're going to fold down the wings without him doing the splits. Thank you very much. Fold down the wings. Oi. Fold up the tail fins. Now let's work on the legs. So we're going to fold the heels in, open up these back sections here, and they will close up and peg into these pegs. So just get that open. And then you combiner wars the legs in. Now you want to get it in at such an angle because this tab has to tab into a slot. And if you just straight up do it like this, it doesn't work, doesn't peg in. So you have to sort of like get it at an angle where you can tab the top in. There we go. I got it tabbed in. So that one went in really easily actually. And then the heels or the feet will click into place. Then you detach the backpack and it will peg into the white and into the boosters. So you bring it, you slide it into its place up here. Make sure it's all nice and tucked in. Get the boosters all lined up. And just sort of slap it together. And that's the back of the jet finished. Now we'll work on the front. So what we're going to do now is open up these shoulders. And then take this entire assembly, make sure the head's straight, and raise it up. Now one cool thing is the head is going to fit into here through this spring-loaded trap door. That's very cool. I like that. So you bring this entire thing up, fold up the nose cone, and then we're going to do the arms here. So they will fold in, inside, and then peg, port, you know how that works. That will peg into there. Get that situated, pegged into there, and then you bring this around at the top here. These are a little annoying because they have to peg into here, but this is palm, right? Because it's a bunch of joints. So it's softer and it moves and flexes a lot when you're trying to get everything lined up, and then this has to peg into there as well. So it can be a little annoying to get this fiddled into place. You gotta like really eyeball it and line that up perfectly. You know what? I'm gonna call that done. And then you can fold out the landing gear, which they don't really give you much of a grip on the landing gear. There we go, I got that one. And then these ones come out of the knee. Again, not that much of a grip. Gotta push the back. Rolling wheels, which is nice. There you have. Oh, I forgot a step. You gotta fold out the wings, flip this section out, the wing flap, and then fold that up. Bro would've crashed. What just fell off my... G1 battle trap just rolled off the desk. That transformation is pretty good, but this jet is really solid. It looks so cool with the giant red block on the top, the dark blue tinted windows, and the gunmetal boosters, the red stripes on the wings. It's super cool. Everything else pegs together very securely. Well, other than the front bit, but the rest of it is rock solid. And all of his gear can store on the top if you want, but all that paint at the top, it kind of scares me a bit. He's also a very big jet. and heavy. And he has rolling landing gear. We don't see that very often. It's just cool. I have my issues, but it's just cool. And I think it's definitely worth picking up. It's pricey because Commander, but you are definitely getting your money's worth. It's fun, nifty, entertaining to mess with. Kind of makes me want to get rid of this idiot, so there's that. Even though I like the Masterpiece, I liked it enough to toy hacks it up, but I don't know. I think this one is it's just making me want to get rid of it. It's just a lot more fun to play with. But that's my look at Siege Jetfire. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.